everybody. I hope this friggin' works this time. Alright, I'm going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know, it'll start soon. However, I think it's recording quietly. I don't know why. But I guess I will play with it later. And knock my microphone out of the way. Anyway, what is up? What is up? I shaved my head because I wanted to. And if me shaving my head has caused some type of reflection, as I can see it does in my camera, then I apologize for that. However, I'm keeping it. I like it this way. I just didn't want to think about my hair anymore. It was like taking up space in my head. Like, I know I'm getting older, but I still got hair, but you know? But if we're being real here, my forehead was getting bigger, so I said screw it. I don't want that taking up room in my brain, and this will be simpler. I'm going to probably shave it once a week, and that's that. I have to get back buying razors. Well, I mean, I always bought them from a fuss, except the beard. I kept the beard. I'm doing the bald with the beard. And I dig it, at least for now. Anyway, that's enough fashion tips. What else is going on? I just got back from a little vacation. I was gone for 2 weeks. It was all right. I wish I'd planned ahead and done more. If we're, being honest here. Why do I hunch over? I find myself always getting uncomfortable. I bought these two friggin'... I now have two mics with two arms on them. So there's all that. So that's some of my stuff, which I like. It's looking kind of cool in here. If I don't say so myself. I just said so myself. That's all right. I'm allowed. I'm in my house using the equipment I worked and bought and paid for. So that's that. Let me justify it. I don't know. I like it. Okay. I've had, I did some recordings with one of my friends and did some with my daughter. And I am fiddling with the mic a lot. I don't know, probably because I know I can move it. Hey. Oh, I can't move it too much. It's, looking up those mic arms. Mic stand arms. I don't know. I call them mic arms. I don't know if that's the right term. But it's what I'm going with. If that's a problem, don't know what to tell you. Because that's what's happening. All right? That's what's happening with a little yellow thing on my pinky. I'm fiddling because I'm not sure where to go with this. Right. Let's get into my vacation. So I kind of booked this stuff last minute. And we went to Quebec, me and my daughter, to go whale watching. Which, I don't know, I say it out loud, it sounds lame, but it wasn't. It was alright. It was fun. It was fun. Got to go out on the boat. Got it cold as fuck. But it was kind of weird because the first part wasn't cold. We weren't going very fast. You kind of go up and around. There's like the first little tour spot. You look at cliffs and we saw some seals. I didn't know there were seals out there. Yeah, they got a bunch of seals there up on the rocks. There was like 5 of them, I think. There was one sitting by himself. And the guide was like, oh, it looks like there's only one guy out there, but hey, at least we got to see it. So we went down and we saw him, which is pretty cool. And then the boat turns, so, there's like 2 rows. So the boat turns so people on the other side can see it as well. Which, again, good idea. I think they know what they're doing. And so... yeah, the one lady's like, oh, there's another one. And we look over, and yeah, there's another little cute little seal, a water pup, I guess. And then there's kind of coming around the corner more, and there's like 4 more sitting there. And they're kind of looking over at us. They didn't freak out or run away. I guess seen people 100 times. But yeah, they're cute little buggers. I tried taking pictures, but all I had was my phone. The phone cameras are great for selfies and Instagram and shit, which I'm doing right now. But if you're doing that, you want a camera. You can zoom in and shit, because I'm on the boat. I tried zooming in, and it's blurry, and I've got a Pixel, so the camera's supposed to be pretty dope. But yeah, I got some pictures, but they kind of suck, is the point I'm getting at. So there's that. Yeah, and then you go down and around, and then you go into the more open area on the water. That's where the big show is, where the whale is. I use big show reluctantly because it was not a big show. So there was that, and it was a good time. I have to stop doing this. I'm trying to do shit on the computer while I'm recording. Don't multitask, John. I like doing one thing fairly good. I'm great at very few things, but I'm fairly good at plenty. Mr. fucking average guy here. Being all self-deprecating. Hey, why not? I'm in my house with my stuff. But yeah, so we go to the big part and see a couple belugas. They're pretty easy to spot because they're white. I'm from far away. And this is kind of getting into me yawning. I'm not starting that late. It's like not even 10. I slept like crap last night for reasons. Yeah, so I saw the belugas. They're like bright white. You know, as you're going along, the guy's talking. He's talking about the belugas and how a lot of the females come up and they have their babies there. They raise their babies for like 2 years, I think. But the pods, the families, they stay together. And he starts talking about how we can't get too close. Because if there are young ones, they'll like get curious and come over to the boat. And if the mother's trying to teach them something, like hunting or whatever else, then like the baby's gonna get distracted, just like people. They're like water people. I know. God, I'm a fucking dork. But yeah, they will. They'll get distracted. They'll be like, hey, what the hell is that? What's this thing with other crazy looking things on it? So yeah, they don't want you to go too close. It's like a rule. But like I wish you'd told us before. I wish I'd known this before. Booking they advertise pretty good. I'm not saying I got swindled or anything, because I didn't. But you go on, you look it up, and they're showing you the big ass whales. There's a little vid of the thing coming through the water, big son of a bitch. And there's another really awesome picture that this one kind of sold me. It shows, I guess it's on back, but it's like right up next to the boat on the side, and it's like flipped, so one of its eyes is like looking at the people on the boat. It's a pretty dope picture. I was like, I want that to happen. I got all giddy like a fucking retard, and yeah, I booked it. But yeah, and the reason I rushed, I guess, to get something going, because I didn't want to wait. If I kept waiting, I would end up sitting around the house, probably spending my money on random whatever. And by the time we went, we would have been broke. So I wanted to go when I had my vacay pay and everything, because I didn't plan ahead. I'm going to next year. We're going to do some shit, because I did enjoy this. I won't be all sour, because I did enjoy it. But yeah, I was looking it up, and I'm like, okay, I look at a flight. A flight was surprisingly expensive since it's one province away. And then I was like, okay, what about a train? Train was cheaper, but didn't get as far as we needed, and we had to go to like basically Quebec City, and then got a rental car anyway. Pretty much, like blows the difference. Blows the difference. Jesus. But yeah, you can blow your wad doing that. You can spend too much for sure. I really hope this is working. I gotta figure out something else about doing this. Anyway, I'm gonna just keep rolling and recording with it. My computer's ticking around. I think it's gone stupid on me, which just kind of sucks because it's not old. Anyway, continuing on. So I said screw. I knew it was long, and then I actually punched it in. It was like 11 hours and 17 minutes on the Google Maps. Yep. That's how long it was. And when I first saw that number, I was kind of took a step back, got a little reluctant, because I'm the only one that can drive. It's me and my 12-year-old. That's it. So I'm doing the whole deal. I said, fuck it. It's not about getting there. It's about the trip. It's about having fun. So that's what I did. I said, screw it. We're going to do the road trip. And we made a road trip out of it. And you know what? It was not that bad. Weren't in a rush because we were leaving the day before the thing. The scenery was amazing. If we had to stop, we just stopped. But yeah, we're in the city for, I don't know, I mean, getting out to the 401 was the usual. But even then, the time I left and stuff in the day, it worked. Because I guess the majority of people still at work at that time. But yeah, it worked. We got out, hit Quebec pretty easily. Like I said, stopped when we needed to. Why the hell not? But yeah, the scenery once we get out to Quebec, it was awesome. The whole drive was really chill. I had my phone hooked up to the stereo. My daughter was doing the DJ on the Spotify. I listened to the whole thing of Hamilton, which I heard pieces of. But we listened to the whole thing of Hamilton. And you know what? It was fun. I think we did that on the way back. But either way, I enjoyed it. I got the whole story. I got the story of Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. Would I pay to go see it? No. I'll listen to it. It was interesting. It was fun. But yeah, once you get out, I mean, we had to go through Quebec, like the city part, for 10, maybe 15 minutes. And there was some shitty construction, but it was fine. It's basically like all up along the coast, the St. Lawrence there. And once you get out past the city, it was just mountains and trees. And yeah, we're in the car, but I was just like, I had the cruise on for about 80% of this trip. So not that bad. Yeah, I just hit the cruise and put it at like 100. I wasn't flying, didn't want to. And just fun shit. Didn't get my heart pumping or nothing, but it was fun. It was really, really good to enjoy it. I liked it. And yeah, I just got a little Airbnb there. Didn't cost too much. And I never used Airbnb before. Wasn't sure what I was going for, but I found one, and it wasn't too bad. Hi. I have the doors open so the internet signal comes. When I close the doors, I don't get a very good signal. Probably.
Why does the door make a difference?
Because it's like a wave. It's like an air wave. Anything gets in the way. It's just like us. Yeah, I know. I would have thought that worked too, but I actually looked this up, and like things getting in the way will affect it. It'll weaken the signal. Yeah, I know. You're not having ice cream. You already did. I saw the bowl. You're not having ice cream. Oh, that's. I'm just gonna pause this podcast so I can kick my daughter in the butt. Jesus. That's why I don't buy it. My mother brought it over. Anyway, no excuses. I should lock that shit up. Don't throw stuff at me. Trying to make a living here. Yeah, well, there. Now you're on camera. How about that? How about that? There you go. These phones are great. I knew that would work. Fucking computer. I gotta stop looking at it. That's what. Anywho, I am going to end the video portion of this because I really don't think anybody's watching that long. You should though, because that part was funny. Alright, I'll just put that on there and share it. And there's a lovely picture of Miss Elizabeth Hurley. Gotta love her. Put the phone down. Down is the phone. What else do I have on my criteria? But yeah, that drive out to Quebec, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Coming back, by the time we got back, I was like, okay, I'm ready to not be in the car. But I had to run out to Walmart basically right away to grab some snacks and shit. Yeah, well, it was good. But yeah, the whale watching was not as good as I wanted it to be. I think I psyched myself out again looking at the advertising and shit. So there's that. And there's my creaky ass chair. That's the next thing. Adding on to my setup. However, finances are not there currently. Yeah. Whale watching was okay. Oh yeah, I just finished that up. Again, we saw a couple of fin whales, I think he called them. Finny whales. I forget what the guy fucking said. Yeah, well. Yeah, saw those. And that was fun. Yeah, apparently they can fucking move. Do like 40 knots, which is kind of like 40 miles an hour. I think it's really close, the conversion. And 40 is like 60K. Just not bad. That's like what you travel kind of going through town. So again, not bad. But at the end, I asked the guy, I was like, so usually more whales. He's like, well, actually September is the best time to come because that's like all the species of whales are there. They'll have like belugas and the fin whales and the humpbacks, and he said even blue whales come sometimes. I'd fucking love to see a blue whale. I don't want one of those cocksuckers coming through the water. I don't think they do that, but you know. They'd be like, fucking knock the ship over. Yeah, it was alright. I liked it. I did like it. Would I do it again? Probably not. If I did, I might go to like BC or the East Coast, go even further. I'd try to check out some of the orcas, killer whales. Fuck yeah. Killer fucking whales, man. I'm going to stop that and apologize profusely. Please don't stop listening if you are. Oh, I don't know what else. What I got on my little list. Yeah. Oh yeah. Book review. I got a new book. It is called Way of the Wolf. And if you're thinking, you might catch on to I am fiddling with my phone again. Okay. I'm going to try it. Permissions. Camera and microphone. And here we go. Okay. And I'm trying YouTube now. Oh, wow. Screw it. I'm clicking things. I don't know. I'm just recording. I like having the camera on, actually. I like the visual part. I don't know. I guess it psychs me out. Makes me think I'm actually talking to somebody that looks just like me. Plus, if my kid starts fucking around, I'll just blast her with the camera. So, yeah. I'm always fiddling and trying to do new shit. But, yeah. The book. It is Way of the Wolf. And, yep. It's by Jordan Belfort. If you don't know who this guy is, he is the basis for one of my favorite movies, Wolf of Wall Street. Yep. I went and bought the book. I read the first chapter, and then I rented the movie. I think I've rented it twice. I should probably just buy the fucking thing. And, yeah, the book's good. It's about straight line selling. It's kind of the system he used for helping your salesmanship, which is something I would like to work on. Not just for work, because I'm not a salesman, but he said, like, you're always negotiating, you're always trying new shit, you're always, prospecting a date, start negotiating with your child or your spouse. So, yeah, there's skills in there that can help, and I like how he puts it down. If you watch the movie, you're going to think it's all, fuck people over and do drugs and get hookers, but the movie's just based on him, right? This is all after all the shit went down, and he's more straight edge now. He wants to run a legit business. Cool. But yeah, again, one of my favorite movies. There was a part in this that I was going to. Damn it! See all the rustling and shit I'm doing. Yeah, there was a little spot I wanted to share, but you know what? I don't have it. Yeah, the last part I read anyway was it's really good. It's cool. There's like swearing and there's a lot of good humor in it. Like he's talking about when he was addressing all his sales guys when he first started his company, and they weren't selling shit. And they said, well, there's too many excuses. There's too many ways they shoot us down. He's like, there's like 1,000 of them. He goes, okay, we're going to write them all down. So there's a pause. And then somebody finally speaks up. And they start saying all the excuses. And he literally starts counting. So like, I only deal with my local broker. I've never heard of your firm before. I've been burnt before. He's like, good. Only 993 to go. And by the time they were done, there were only 14 objections, and half of them were variations of 2. And I'm actually going to read this part. It's 'cause this is part of the humor in it, and it's funny. So, this is the book. First, that it was a bad time of year, as in it's tax time, summertime, back to school time, Christmas time, Miller time, Groundhog Day, and second, that they needed to speak to someone else, as in their spouse, their lawyer, their business partner, their accountant, their local broker, their local soothsayer, their local tooth fairy. What a bunch of crap. So yeah, there's 14 objections when he finally broke it down, and like got them to say what they were hearing on when they cold called. This, I think, it's back in the 80s, so they were cold calling, which I don't think happens a lot anymore. But yeah, it's good. I'm gonna try to get a little more relaxed here. Again, I have the creaky ass chair, and I got the movable microphone. So I'm playing, I'm recording, and I should not move the camera. Don't move the camera, John. Stop it. So there's that. Good book. I'm only in the second chapter and I like it. If I can take away little bits and pieces here, great. If it could help me with the little one, who's not little, even better. And if it can help me sell some shit, that's cool. Why not? So yeah, there's a nice little book review. What else is going on? What in the hell else is going on? Well, Stranger Things 3 Netflix review time. Yep, I made a pop sound. Stranger Things Season 3. I wasn't so sure about it. I heard the third one was coming, and I was excited, but I was also like, what else are they going to do? Because the first was the lab there, and they shut that down. They closed the portal things. And then it was kind of the lab again, only not good people in there. I might have to watch it, but it was similar. But like the demon stuff was spreading, and they got a hold of the chief. Got a hold of him, and the mind flayer, the spooky fucking shadow demon thing, which I liked. I thought was a really good bad guy. He's pretty cool. Yeah, they ended up calling it the mind flayer, which I liked. I'm being sloppy. I don't remember if I recorded last week. I didn't. I don't think I did. So yeah, there's that. But season 3, they did it. They did it again. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. And I watched, I think, the last couple episodes again with my daughter. I watched the first 2 with her, and she really got into it. And then the third one came. I think we watched the first 2 together, and she didn't seem too interested. So I was like, all right, well, no problem. I was watching myself. So I came in today, and she was watching them, and I was like, yay, cool. And we watched the last couple, and it's a tearjerker. It'll get you if you're invested in the characters. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil. It's a little too fresh. I don't want to spoil. Because spoiling is for dicks. If you're doing it on purpose. I mean, hey, if it's like a month later, you're still not up on the stuff. Like, example, my sister came over. She was here the other day. Last week, maybe. She said, does Iron Man die? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, everybody's got to know that by now. Anybody that's a fan of the Marvel series. But then, so my daughter was a little incredulous too and asked, Auntie, haven't you seen it? And she's like, well, no. I mean, that involves sitting for 3 hours and actually watching the movie. and it's hard for her to do that. She works. She's got 2 kids, and her hubby's around too. But they got kind of a traditional setup. He's the bacon bread baker. Fuck me. He makes the most, so he does the work and he coaches soccer and shit. So and yeah, she's the other end of things. Handles. Why am I hesitating? It's not bad. I make it sound bad, but it's not. They got a good setup. That's what it is. But yeah, for her to sit down for 3 hours is it's just for a movie anyway. Probably not gonna do it. But yeah, Stranger Things, really good. If you're a fan, check it out. Because at the end, someone dies, and it is